Title: The Midnight Mall. The flickering lights cast eerie shadows across the deserted aisles of Crestview Mall. Once bustling with shoppers, laughter, and the hum of commerce, it now stood as a monument to abandonment. Yet, despite its desolation, whispers of its dark past still lingered among those who dared to venture near. Legend had it that beneath the shiny veneer of consumerism, something sinister lurked within the depths of Crestview Mall. Stories of disappearances, unexplained phenomena, and strange sightings had woven themselves into the fabric of the mall's history, sending shivers down the spines of even the most skeptical. On the outskirts of town, a group of thrill-seekers gathered, drawn by the allure of the abandoned mall and the promise of adventure. Among them was Sarah, a bold and curious soul who had always been fascinated by tales of the supernatural. As they approached the mall, Sarah couldn't help but feel a sense of unease creeping over her. The once vibrant facade now loomed ominously before them, its windows boarded up and its doors barricaded. Yet, despite the warning signs, Sarah's curiosity only grew stronger. Ignoring the warnings of her companions, Sarah pushed open the creaking doors and stepped into the darkness beyond. The air was thick with dust, and the scent of decay hung heavy in the stale air. But Sarah pressed on, her heart pounding with excitement as she ventured deeper into the abandoned corridors. As they explored the deserted halls, Sarah and her friends soon realized that they were not alone. Shadows danced at the edges of their vision, and strange noises echoed through the empty corridors. Yet try as they might, they could find no trace of the source. Hours passed, and the group's sense of unease only continued to grow. The once familiar layout of the mall seemed to shift and twist around them, leading them in endless circles as they searched for an escape. Panic began to set in as they realized that they were hopelessly lost within the labyrinthine corridors of Crestview Mall. Just as despair threatened to consume them, they stumbled upon a hidden staircase leading down into the depths below. With no other options left, they descended into the darkness, their footsteps echoing off the cold stone walls. As they ventured deeper into the underground tunnels, they began to sense a presence watching them from the shadows. Whispers filled the air, their voices barely audible yet filled with malice and intent. Sarah's heart raced as she realized that they were not alone down here. Suddenly, the darkness was shattered by a blinding light as they stumbled into a vast chamber deep beneath the mall. Before them stood a towering figure cloaked in shadows, its eyes glowing with an otherworldly light. Sarah's blood ran cold as she realized that they had stumbled upon something far more sinister than they could have ever imagined. With a deafening roar, the creature lunged forward, its claws outstretched and its fangs bared. Sarah and her friends scrambled to escape, their screams echoing off the walls as they ran for their lives. But no matter how fast they ran, they could not outrun the darkness that pursued them. Just as it seemed that all hope was lost, they stumbled upon a narrow passage leading back to the surface. With the creature hot on their heels, they raced towards the light, their hearts pounding with fear. As they burst out into the cool night air, they collapsed onto the ground, gasping for breath and shaking with terror. Behind them, Crestview Mall loomed in the darkness, its secrets still hidden beneath its crumbling facade. Though they had escaped with their lives, Sarah and her friends knew that they would never forget the horrors that lurked within the depths of the abandoned mall. And as they gazed back at the darkened corridors, they couldn't help but wonder what other terrors lay waiting to be discovered in the shadows of Crestview Mall.